Man, right out the gate, Corey doesn't just call out Cheyenne Bryant. He calls out the whole system that let her run unchecked for as long as she has. His point is that people in the streets already knew. We all already knew. It was the regular people that were being fooled. The lames, as Corey says a lot of times. I mean, Paul Pierce comes from Inglewood, so he knew what was going on in Long Beach. This chick from Long Beach might not be who she says she is. But all the therapy platforms and the media machine, none of that could get past Corey Holcomb and Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was the one person that I saw that actually really called it a task.
We're about to talk about, we talk about something that you talked about years ago, about Miss Cheyenne Bryant, because you refused to call her a doctor. And now everything is coming to light. You have some choice words about her. So, what's your thought on the whole thing blowing up right now? I mean, you said this a long time ago, and nobody listened, or half the people heard and didn't want to hear it. What's your thoughts on this?
It ain't like I felt like, I told you. I just was, I don't know. See, what it is, when I went on Cam Newton,
right?
It was a little bit right after she went on there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happens out here, man. We out here still walking around amongst the people in the street.
Right.
And it's people in the street who knew this lady. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I was like, okay, which I would never say names, because these people ain't even in the game or nothing no more. They just regular citizens, but they knew her. And they was like, I can't believe she pulling it off. And so when I heard more history about this girl, because I saw her years before on a podcast we did before she was even built or shaped like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck. And so I was like, I took the liberty of saying what I knew on Cam's show. And I don't know, I kind of watched what I said on Cam's show. I wasn't like outright fuck that bitch or nothing like that. But I was saying, oh, that's a cap and all like that. But it turned into something where it seemed like I got hate for somebody. I don't wish that girl to be going down in no way. Right. But as I found out more about psychopathic behavior, and we look at psychopath like it's a word one way, but a psychopath, the definition of a psychopath, she checks all the boxes.
Wow.
She checks the boxes. I encourage people to look up what a psychopath is, because I broke it down on my show yesterday, and she checks a lot of the boxes for a psychopath. I just don't see her feeling no remorse for nothing that she's done.
Right.
And she knows she was capping. It ain't like she was like, all right, well, look, I'm out here trying to get it or whatever. She just was like, y'all, if you got a problem with it. And I'm like, yo.
What?
Once again, I don't have hate for that girl. I like the fact that I called her out. I thought it was funny.
Right.
Because I'm a comedian.
Right, absolutely.
Over everything else.
Right. What you say, Matt?
She couldn't squirm out of it. The rest of the people, all these other interviews she went to, none of them asked the questions that mattered because she fit the narrative that they wanted to sell. But then Azar comes. Azar steps in, and her pushback is framed through her female identity, her identity as a black woman, and she wants to know why Corey felt the need to blast Cheyenne Bryant. She's sticking up for her sister. That's the crazy thing about this. Why would you stick up for someone like Cheyenne?
I was going to say, what encouraged you to even like blast her in that way, Because I feel like as black women, we experience being teared down a lot, And so as a black man, what would influence you to want to call her a lesbian or call her out, even if that's her personal business?
If you step to the game with a lie, I'm telling you, people gonna let you have it, especially people like me, because I do comedy for a living. And if you are lying about something as serious as being a doctor amongst the people, I'm going to say something about it. And I can't help it. I can crack jokes about that while I'm on stage, especially with it being a hot topic now. I might have some jokes this weekend about that, because it's just a hot topic. It trends.
Right.
We all go through it in the media. I was going through it in the media a couple of months ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the end of the world. I think she should sell a book on how to hide your identity, because her identity of who she was 10 years ago and beyond is gone. I want to ask her, how did you do that? how did you hide how you used to look and everything so good? Because you did a great job at that. I would buy that book instantly. If she could show how she hid her past. There is no 2002 and stuff like that of the sister online.
No records. Okay.
He got rid of all that. That was good. That was good. You good. I'll buy that book.
So you hear that, Miss Cheyenne Bryant? Corey does not hate you. He just, if facts are facts, that's just what it is. And
on the Breakfast Club, she said something that was interesting where she act like people who don't like you and all like that. All these therapists that are out here speaking and taking up for their profession, it's not that they don't like you, it's just people speak on it. Stop acting like a victim. You're not a victim. You lied. If everybody who thinks that you're lying is wrong, it's very easy to fix it. But I don't think you can fix it.
But this is the first sign that Azar is completely defensive throughout this interview. And instead of just being a professional and being a moderator, that word's coming up a lot in these past few weeks. She's got RBF this entire interview. If you don't know what RBF is, look it up. The moment you make it about yourself, you're not going to be able to have a great interaction. Corey Holcomb, he was very cool, but you don't want to be on his bad side. That's what a lot of these people are missing.
You called me the bitch on one of your clips, and I didn't appreciate that. So.
I didn't know you. I could never say that now.
Now I know, but
Do you understand the difference, though?
I don't, but I will say that you're real cool, and I think you have a good energy, and it's all good. I'm very big on not letting people call me out of my name.
In your face.
Just period. If
somebody
it's on
don't
the
know
internet,
you, bitch. That's
part of the game.
If it's on the internet, though, no, listen. I feel you. I say bitch all the time. And I call a bitch all the time. I'll be like, this bitch is
part
crazy,
of my vocabulary.
Right?
Me too. So I'm not even mad at it. I get it. I understand it. When I saw that I feel a certain way, I was like, yeah, because it's on the internet. So it's for people to see. And I carry myself in a certain way that I really don't like to be called a bitch.
I understand.
But
I felt the energy when I came in. But listen, I've spoken to you. It's my duty to be a gentleman to other females that I meet in the world. I'm not going to come to somebody out of pocket.
And I see that.
That's the misconception about Corey Holcomb. I'm not going to step to you out of pocket. But I love it when the shit just go bad. I'll be like, oh, well, fuck it. I can...
Now you got
this is what we're doing.
Right. It's on and popping. On and popping.
They see the podcast and they think it's going to be this steaming misogynist who's going upside people's head or whatever. They talked about that as well. They talked about the interaction he had with Christina Payne.
So do you want to talk about this? And you don't have to, but obviously a few months ago you had the TMZ scandal with the girl in the video of it's seemingly, allegedly looking like you may have hit her, right?
I love to talk about it.
Okay, let's get into it then. Yeah. What do you want to say about that? I know that was a big deal, I guess, for you, and it was.
Well, it was a setup.
Okay.
There's a lawyer lady named Sean Holly who, for some reason, is trying to sabotage me in a way where it's scary because she's like a big wig in Hollywood, and her and Harvey Levins, the dude from TMZ.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They buddy. And it's like, I'm just a dude who talk crazy on the podcast and do comedy. So what happened was, I was scared. I was like, uh-oh, what is this set up? Because that lady is associated with setting people up. There was a girl. This girl, now listen, I'm not gonna lie about nothing because I don't get down like that. This girl is a heavy drug user. And she was stalking me. Whenever she saw me, she would keep testing me. And when I'm not talking about testing, I'm talking about yelling at me, you, nigga, I hope your mama die, all that shit like that, right in my face. And there's witnesses to this, which is why I was given a restraining order after I did hit that woman. I put my hands on that woman and did it like this. Of course, people say, oh, you punched her and all that. Yeah, whatever. The judge saw. all this was done before TMZ let out what they let out. It was the smear campaign. They took 30 seconds of my life to turn me into a bad guy.
Yeah.
And it happens sometimes. There's nothing I can do about that. They got the press.
Yeah.
I knew I couldn't beat them. I was like, oh man, they after me now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got into it with this girl who claims to be a comedian. She's not a comedian. She's really a disturbed person. She has fights and things like that with people all the time. There was this guy who took up for her, and I think that was his girlfriend. Even though before things got bad, I was telling, hey man, get your girl, man.
Yeah.
I was not some guy who just goes around acting like he Debo. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Long story short, the dude who took up for her, she stabbed him.
Damn.
Oh.
He got a restraining order on her now. This is a disturbed woman.
Yeah.
And she used to live in this, I think it's the type of place where people go when your paper low and a whole bunch of, it's like almost like a
Assisted
halfway
living?
house. Almost something like
Yeah.
that. Almost everybody there got restraining orders on her. The girl she's wild, and this stuff can be researched. And you can see I'm not lying. I just hate that my reputation I worked on for a long time was really smeared when they showed me when I finally had enough and I walked over to the girl at what we call in Chicago. I mushed her.
Right.
I mushed her. But the girl, she couldn't say nothing to me because I've ran into her a couple of times.
Yeah.
But there was a restraining order. The judge gave a restraining order for her on me because the judge was like, Mr. Holcomb, you shouldn't have put your hands on her. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, I understand, Your Honor. But I was given a restraining order on that woman because what I said was proven in court. There were a lot of witnesses on that girl. That girl is crazy.
You know, Corey's answers are cutting straight to the bone. It seems Corey lives by an ethos that I also live by, that you gotta call out liars, you know, especially with something as serious as a fake doctorate, you know, that influences how the public and people and how real people handle their mental health. You know, he's a comedian, and therefore people try not to take him seriously, but he's saying the right things, and he's been right about this from day one. Accountability with a punchline attached is still accountability. Oh, but here's where everything goes off the rails. Azar asked a question, Corey answered it, but now he's the one driving the conversation, not her. She's reacting to him.
You're surrounded by the enemy, even at home.
Right. That's crazy.
I actually like being at home by myself now.
I love it. I love it.
Laid up.
It don't cost you nothing.
I ain't got to flush
It
the
ain't
stool.
it ain't got no headache.
Right.
It's no. You can put your feet up, feet smell, you fart, all that. Love that.
Because I'm saying, like, there might be something wrong with me, but after about the 30th word, a lady says to me in a day, I'd be like, ah!
Like, shut up. God, shut up.
What? Why are you still here? Did we do it?
He said, dude, I heard that was.
What? I'm just saying, we don't speak honestly until
Yeah.
we get divorced. And then we be like, I'll never be in that situation again. I'm going to be able to speak like I want to.
Yeah, maybe men don't really like women. That's what it gives to me.
I think it's the other way around, though.
No, I mean, because I don't feel the same that you guys are saying. I want to be alone. I like to be.
No, that's
women
not
don't
it. This is
feel
what you listen.
that.
This
so
is what you got to understand.
You guys might not really like women.
Y'all are emotional. Y'all are more compassionate than us. Y'all love the fact of being touched, held, and all of that. Men, when we by ourselves, this is our opportunity to kind of like think about the future, think about how, because we ain't thinking about no girls and nothing like that. We thinking like, man, how I'm gonna get money, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna grow as a person. How I'm always kind of thinking like, damn, how can I get better? What else I can do? What else can I venture into? What else is gonna make me a better person? I'm always like, damn.
Why?
You know,
you
but I can
I'm
think
laughing
openly.
because Paul is talking about some real shit. But
Yeah.
when that girl is sitting next to you after you
You
slept
can't
with her,
think. I can't think.
oh, brother, why you think you can't think?
Cause she right here.
Most of the time you sitting next to a that's trying to control you, and when you don't allow them to control you, they really become mad at you. So once I start talking to you like I need to talk to you, understand that word need, like I need to talk to you, I understand it's probably finna be over. Because if you got an attractive woman, she got other options besides you. And I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. So most of the time, every time I say bye, I think it's the last time I'm gonna see you.
Corey just doesn't have opinions here. He's got life experience, you know? But there's a lot of times here where Azar is just so uncomfortable and she really has no poker face. She can't hide what she's doing. And I don't know if it's because she thinks maybe Corey's going to call her out, because like Corey says, he reads people. When he's up on you, he reads you. So he got all the energy that Azar was giving out in that room. And he's probably got an assessment about Azar and how she moves out here, and whether her intentions are 100% pure, whether she goes on with this show or she has to bail out at a certain point. But you know, this podcast, if you ever watched The Truth After Dark with Paul and Azar, you know their favorite topics are relationship topics. And this is where it gets really interesting, because Corey says flat out he dates in poverty. That's a known Corey Holcomb line, you know.
Damn.
That's why I date in poverty. So I can, this is a game. This is a game.
Right.
But see, what if you try hard and you try to look for an equal and you get the same results I get, but I know what I'm doing.
Right.
That's what I say to some men. Do you really know how to pick a woman? I don't know how to pick a woman. I know how to get a woman.
Right.
I got some money.
Right.
I got some money, man. I don't care what they say. I ain't even got to be cute to you.
Yeah.
You need these 15 20s.
Right. These 15.
You need it. Stop acting like you don't need it.
Damn, not the 15.
Yeah, $7-something an hour. I mean, $7-something a gallon now, ain't it? Out here in California. It's high out here.
Damn.
It ain't just high in Texas.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can't be acting like I'm nothing and I'm disposable. Don't do yourself like that. Look at your children. They want you to make up with me.
It don't get no realer than that. I ain't gonna lie. This might be one of the just realest conversations. Just
Oh,
like,
man,
listen,
I ain't fronting, Paul.
no,
I got my
I believe
flaws.
everything you say.
I got my flaws,
believe
man, but I'm not going to dog out nobody that's around me. But you can't have an attitude when you're around me, because what I've been trained for. And I've been trained trial by error.
Right.
I still love my wife and miss my wife. But goddamn it, since she left, I was like, I didn't even know life was this good.
Yeah.
I ain't got to worry about, I used to have to worry about taking a shower coming in. You was out there with them bitches. Even though I was out there with them bitches, you don't know that. I want to take a shower. What?
How you know?
I think he hits a good point too when he talks about his divorce and his reasons for never wanting to remarry. Him and Paul Pierce seem to agree on that point. All the defense that Azar put up against him, Corey did not flinch. He didn't back up. He didn't break stride. He answered all the questions that she had. And I hope Azar has a different view of Corey after this interview, because he's being transparent here. He didn't have any reason to lie to her in this situation. And even though she might have had her preconceived notions about him, I think she might understand him a little more. But she got to stand up for the sisterhood. She got to put a face on for the ladies out there. She definitely knew she wasn't going to try to embarrass Corey in this moment, which some women probably would have took the bait on, but she knows better than to do that. But it was interesting seeing this dynamic. Like I said, this has been a long time coming. I'm glad Corey and Paul linked up for this type of thing, man. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. Make sure you sign up for the Faucette Media Patreon. We have all the back catalog videos not available on YouTube, on Patreon. So please support this channel by supporting the Patreon. Don't forget to hype this video. Hyping the video helps push the video in the algorithm, get seen by more people, spread this to a wider audience. Anyway, this is Faucette Media.